Now, how many times have you had a woman say that she got a weave and her hair grew just like weed? This is simply because a properly cared for weave is a good protection style for your hair. And that is the reason why it is very, very important to make sure that you get high quality products for your hair so that at least you get the best out of it. And indeed, this is Linda Alela Matambu, and of course, right here on News in Focus. Many thanks for always finding time to be here with us. Joining me on set will be great ladies who are specialists in the hair sector and of course also beauticians. Many thanks for finding time to be here with us, ladies. Karibuni.
Thank you, Linda.
Yeah, good to see you. Looking all flushy. Karibu sana, karibu sana. Thank you so much. So guys, you need to stand by because we have an incredible show lined up for you today. And indeed with the ladies, it's clear that you can tell, you know, the beauty is clearly seen on your faces. Yeah, so here we are. I think we'll start by introducing you people. Right next to me, we have Molly Awor. Molly Awor is the director at Brazilian Hair Parlor and also a weaveologist. She was telling me this and I'm thinking, oh, Jalu in the house. Weaveologist. Please mention that for me, Molly.
Weaveologist.
Yes, a special weaveologist. And right next to her is Maureen Abudo. Maureen Abudo is one of the best weave technicians you will find in the country. And of course, on the farthest end, is Josephine Mumbwa. Josephine Mumbwa is an award-winning makeup artist and of course a professional when it comes to matters, you know, looking good and all that, you know, just having your face looking good. So ladies, this is your time. And we always say that beauty is not always for ladies because I mean, most of the times men tend to segregate themselves. They say that, that is a ladies' affair and everything. Nowadays, beauty is for everyone. I think you can attest to that, Josephine. We all say that, of course, facials and all that. We now see men doing this nowadays.
Yeah, of late, everyone has to look beautiful.
Yes.
And when we talk about beautiful, you're talking about the skin.
Yes.
We talk about eating healthy, cleansing that face, applying the right product, and putting the right makeup.
So indeed, we're saying it is not a ladies' affair. So the guys out there, unless you don't have a nice skin, unless you don't have a skin actually, which
I
is
bet
zero.
you of late,
everyone has the skin.
Yes,
so yeah.
and of late men are doing it.
Yes.
The men you're seeing out there, they're upping their game. So if you're a lady out there, and you're not doing makeup, men are taking over.
Yes, men are taking over, ladies. So, of course, today's show is we're actually going to focus on hair. I mean, hair and how do you get your makeup complementing your hair, the hair that you've rocked and everything. And ladies, I must say that I love what I'm saying.
Oh,
you guys should tell me that I'm equally looking good. I mean, my hair looks good too.
You're looking pretty. We
Thank you.
appreciate.
So great hair. We all need to know the secret behind your beautiful hair and everything. Or you just rocked this because you're coming on set.
No.
This is what you rock on.
No.
You get me in bed, I'm like this.
Oh, really?
I wake up at 6
someone who's
and I'm
hearing
like
that,
this.
Get you in bed, you look like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
6
that
in
is
the
the
morning,
way.
I look like this.
6 in the morning.
Yeah.
What a terrible lie. But anyway, all the same, let's start by first addressing this big myth that we've always had, you know, behind human hair. Yes, of course, we're going to be dealing with human hair and you know the difference, you know, synthetic and all these things. So we're not trying to say that synthetic is bad, but then we all need to get a quality stuff for our hairs, like I was saying earlier on. You know. So we'll start by this myth that we've always been having. You know, we all shy away as ladies. We get scared when it comes to matters here, you know, especially getting weaves and especially human hair. I remember this story that was going around. I don't know, you guys had it. And I think I'm going to address this to Molly directly because she is the director of Brazilian Hair Parlor. So she needs to tell us how you get to source and this myth. I mean, is it a lie and everything that sometimes we get dead bodies and that's where we get our human hair from and everything? I mean, everyone will shy away from that when you hear such a thing.
Okay, thank you, Linda. What I would like to say is that it's not all the human hair that are coming from dead bodies. There are some that come from the temple, yes, but some are made of different materials. And I would advise every lady to use the human hair that are coming from different materials. And to ensure that all the ladies are having the original human hair, we always source them from the right source.
All right.
Yes,
That's
make
great.
sure we are having the perfect suppliers on board.
Okay, and to you, Maureen, as a technician and everything, you know, sometimes a client will come to you and they want to know what is the best hair I should rock and everything. So as Molly says, that is hers, you know, and about selling and all that. How do you get to know that this is quality hair that my client can actually use it?
Okay, as she has said, not every hair, of course, you'll get from a dead body, like dead bodies being the donors.
Yes.
And of course, knowing the original human hair also will depend, especially when it's washed, flat ironed, or maybe when blow dried. At times you'll get, you know, very weird smell from the
But I'm
from the
thinking
hair.
it is a bit tough for me to get to know all this before,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, the first times, definitely
Yes.
I'll not come and start washing my hair almost immediately when I get
Yes.
it from the shop, you know.
Yes.
So that is a bit tough unless I wait for a month or two is when I'll get to wash it. So that would be a bit tough to get
Okay,
to
of
know.
course, at times we get clients and they come with their hair.
Yes.
Not everyone, of course, will buy from us.
Yeah.
So we get clients who maybe have their hairs from other places.
Yeah.
So when they come first thing, you know, you have to ask them. But of course, they come when they're packaged. So for you to tell that this is from Temple and this is original, of course, it's also important to trust the person you're getting
Yeah,
the
you're
hair
getting
from.
the hair from.
Yeah,
And indeed,
also
of course, I
get
mean,
to know
sometimes
as,
I say,
yes, as a
sometimes
client.
I say this, in as much as maybe it's from the Temple and from the dead body.
Yes.
It is here, it is serving the purpose, why not?
Sure.
I don't know
But let
why
me
people
tell you-
get scared of that, but that is just my thought.
But now another thing, even the ones that are gotten from the temple, if they are treated well, and you know go through the process,
No harm.
no harm,
Yes.
they're good. But if you do like you get it direct from the temple now, and you use it, and
It's
you
fear
know
of the unknown, yeah?
knowing knowing how you know the hair has been treated and what have you, of course it has to
And of course, there was
get you
this
trouble.
notion that, of course, when you get all this hair from somewhere like that and all that,
Yes.
there's this worry that maybe, I mean, your head is going to get some issues and all that. I'm thinking it's just all about the way you clean your
Yeah,
head
it's-
and
it's-
all
it's-
that.
it's all about-
I mean, why
yeah.
should people make a fuss out of this small thing?
Sure.
All right, so let's, before we even continue with hair and everything, and get to know what the mistakes that we make when we rock hair and all that, I think I'll come to you, Josephine. Why is it that we say it is important for your look, your makeup and everything to blend the hair that you rock?
That is very important for everything to be perfect. When you do your hair, you have that nice Brazilian hair, you have that Peruvian beautiful hair. Then if you go wrong with your makeup,
All right.
if you put some gothic makeup, I'm sure there's someone watching and they're like, I know what she's meaning.
I remember
by
such a
that."
time. I remember.
Eh? That makeup, you look on the street and they're like, what? If that is makeup, I'm not going to put it. So when you put your hair, you have that long, beautiful hair, you have to have that mild, beautiful lips with nice colors, nice foundation that matches your skin color, and it's all going to complement and you're going to look beautiful. I'm sure all of us will look through magazines and you're like, what? A beautiful model.
Yes,
I saw
I
with a
mean,
beautiful
the many times I've
face."
gone with the magazine saying, you know, to the hair beautician, the technician telling them, I want my hair to look like this. Honestly, this is not your woman, but that is what we always want to say. You know, you want to look like this magazine lady. You want to look like this person who's actually advertising the particular hair.
Sure.
And anyway, let's go back to you. Molly, what is the biggest mistake that you see, you know, women wearing extensions make, you know, something like that? And of course, we'll also come to you to on makeup matters. What are the biggest faults that you've ever seen a woman do and all that?
Okay, the biggest mistake that ladies do, you get a lady, for example, I'm wearing a Peruvian hair today. My hair is colored, and
Super.
Thank
Yes.
you. No, I didn't know.
Oh,
Okay,
already you didn't know?
yeah, now I know.
Yeah.
Okay, you get a lady wearing a colored hair, for example, like yours, and the dress code is too busy.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like Christmas tree, if I can say. Yes, so I think if you're wearing hair that is already colored, try as much as you can so that you tone it with something that is a bit darker. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That's great. Of course, to you as a technician, a weave technician, and also
Yes.
when it comes to matters selecting the right weave and all that, I think that is one of the biggest mistakes that we equally do. You know, sometimes, you know, for your face type, the designs and all that. That's why actually some of the women will go like, yeah, I'm shying away from waves because, you know, you see someone and you're thinking, if this is what we're calling a wave, then I'd rather rock my own hair. So what are some of the mistakes that you've experienced yourself? You know, I remember there's a time you were telling some, anyway, let me not mention that. Like you were saying, hey, you saw someone on TV and you were like, oh shit, I should have done that hair, you know, something like that.
Yeah, at times, you know, people, I think, not all ladies, of course, but I find it a bit tricky at times with, of course, some clients, not every client. And you find a client comes with maybe a magazine or maybe a picture that they want to look exactly
like the
maybe
lady.
a copy paste of the, you know, the same look. But of course, as a hair technician, I'll have to advise this client and tell the person maybe the style that maybe can match and, you know, fit their faces. And about human hair, of late, ladies are so much on lace wig. And so with the lace wig, it's very tricky.
Very tricky.
Very
and,
tricky,
almost
especially
everybody
with the
every kind
hairline.
of head. Yeah, the
At times you
hairline.
find maybe you have a, you know, I call it another name, the forehead. So
Just
you know,
mention it,
for you not to
Some of us will identify with it and
Yeah,
don't make
true.
the same mistake.
Yeah, so at times, you know, you don't want to show a client that, you know, of course, you won't tell him you have a big forehead.
Yes.
Of course, you can't tell a client that. But of course, you'll choose for them something that, you know, suits their faces.
Yes.
And especially the lace wig, you find someone doing a lace wig that is not complementing with their hairline. So you find it off.
Yes.
And at times you might find yourself looking like baboon if you don't, you know.
Well,
look
we
at
all
it, yeah.
know that at some point in time, I don't know whether it's science or what says that we came from apes and baboons and everything.
Exactly.
I mean,
So
at this level, you do not want to look
So if you
like a baboon, yeah?
if you don't look at that, you find yourself
Going back,
Back
to the
then, but you know, like you're going ahead, you know, Homo sapien, Homo sapiens,
Yes,
habilis,
you'll
and
go
what
back
and
to the
everything.
Homo
Anyway,
sapiens.
ladies, remember the numbers are right on your screen. We are talking about having quality hair, nice quality hair, also having the best makeup that is going to complement your hair. And remember the numbers are right on your screen. It's up to you. If you decide that you want this good looking, you know, friendly price hair, I want to believe so, then just dial the numbers on your screen and indeed get your hair well done, get your makeup well done, and just get the best quality. We need to know about that because yesterday I remember we actually we're having this show reacting to a show that we had yesterday, you know, and there was this lady who came on board and was talking about hair that is 60,000, you know, like human hair. Fine, it is good hair, but I mean, for some of us, it's not so friendly to our pockets. And remember the Vera Sidika hair, you know, the 400. Imagine chucking all that for your hair. I mean, we need to know out of you guys, can you still get a good quality hair without straining your pocket much? Hair that is going to serve you for a long time and, you know, just give you that good look that you want. And I think that should be a question addressed to Muli.
Okay, thank you, Linda. Oh, what I would like to say is that there are those hair for even 300,000, 400,000, $500,000 and all that. But in our hair parlor, we try as much as we can so that we can help Mama Mboga to have the original Brazilian hair or Peruvian or call it any name. We try the middle class. When they come to us, they get hair. And what I would like to tell people is that when you visit Brazilian hair parlor, you will get the hair for that 3,000 Kenya shillings. You'll get hair for 7,000. We even have original human hair going for 6,000 shillings. Yes,
Right.
and it is original.
Like original. Well, I've rocked that. I mean, I don't intend to say anything, but I mean, I've tried that, and that for sure really worked for me. But then again, when we're talking about human hair, not everyone of us understands. You know, at the end of the day, we just speak about weaves, and that is basically what we know. We just know about weaves. When you speak about human hair, what is it exactly that you're telling this person out there? Okay, this is human hair that I'm going to get. Maybe have it on my head like once and throw it away, or what? Because after investing, I mean, some 3,000 bob on hair, man, I would rather rock 500, 500, 500 every time instead of using 3,000 once and just have it thrown away.
Okay, original human hair, the moment you buy it, it doesn't mean that you'll use it once and you throw it out. For example, what I'm having now, I've had this hair for 4 years.
Lies that bind, lies are true.
Yes, true.
Tell us that in weave.
Yes,
It is a wave.
it is a
Okay,
wave.
speaking about the color, you same color or what?
No, I play around with colors. At times you'll see me with the same weave and you're like, oh my God, I like your black hair. It is not a new hair, it is the same hair. I bleach it, we call it bleaching. You bleach it different colors. You just play around with it. You do blonde, you do black, you do 133, as much as you want. So I would advise investing in original human hair is good because you'll buy it once and you forget about it.
Because
Then
that is our biggest worry. That is one
Yes,
thing that I would
yeah.
worry about. You know, just chucking out like 6,000, it's so painful for my hair and everything.
Yes.
But then we tend to forget this notion of maybe this is something that you're going to use for a long, long time. And like the others that we're used to, you know, you just put it once and the next thing
You
it's
throw
in
it
the
out,
gutter.
yeah.
All right, of course, I cut you short. I wanted to ask you something. The biggest mistakes that we do, the biggest faults that you've identified as a person, you know, you're walking around, you're a specialist in this particular sector and you're looking at some lady and you're like, really? That is a fail. And that is a fail simply because maybe you've done good makeup, yes, but it is not for that hair. maybe you would have done the same makeup for a different hair and would look good. So what are some of these faults that you've experienced?
Thank you, Linda. The faults that I've seen them happen now and then, it has always been getting
First
the
of all,
wrong.
before we even continue with the faults and everything, am I looking good? Am I rocking the right makeup?
I think I need to check you better. Girl, you're on point.
Thank you. At least, hallelujah. Almost got me scared because I was like, all right, how to the left.
As a beauty consultant and a skin consultant and a makeup artist and a award-winning one, this is what I always check. When a girl is putting her hair, her foundation has to be right. Then this has been happening. No one wants to walk into a beauty shop and get consulted and buy something. What happens? We walk to the street, we just see a color we want to pick, we go home, apply. It doesn't match, we do not know. We get a powder, we're getting the white powder. But I will not even mention where it's supposed to be used.
All right.
I'm sure mothers out there know what I mean.
Okay.
So,
well, I know what you mean.
so I'll always advise all ladies out there, let us walk into stores that have beauty consultants. You walk in, you consult, then they're able to advise you. Test. They're going to tell you, you are able to use this color because they've been able to test on you. Then they're able to tell you this brand works better when applied this way and that way. Like for me, if you want to find me, come to Good Life Pharmacy. Come ask for me. When you come, I'll take you to a consultation room. I'll take you through all the products that you need to use on your face for you to look better, beautiful, and things that are not going to harm you. Things are going to enhance your beauty because makeup is meant to enhance you, not to block what we need to see.
All right. Hey, great. Well, when you talk about that, I'm sure there's someone at home who's like, that must be about money and all that and everything. There's fear of, human hair is expensive. There's fear of good makeup is expensive and everything. So that is why someone will go for the white powder, At least
it is very affordable. It is very affordable. I bet you with your 1,550, you're able to get very nice foundation. With your 1,000, you're able to get a proper powder. With your 1,000 or even 980, you're able to get the right lipstick for your lips.
And indeed, I always wonder, why is it that ladies sometimes fear to invest on themselves and everything? And sometimes you find yourself using the 1,000 we buy to chipone, and at the end of the day, they're out, and you've not invested on good looks, of course, looking good. Well, anyway, we come back to waves. Why is it that we always have this stigma? I mean, I don't know if you guys have experienced that. Before you started rocking waves and everything, there was this fear that, man, how do we look this? And this is what is eating some ladies out there. But when you start, I tell you, it's like you get sick of these things and everything. You just want to put them on and on and on and on. Like you cannot stay without waves. So maybe as a technician, maybe you interact with these people and everything. So there are people who come and they just want to do braids on their head. There's someone who wants to do their natural hair and everything. What do you think is the stigma behind all this?
Okay, I think the stigma behind it, it depends also. But one thing I know with human hair, especially I've been doing human hair, and I find it very hard myself, to go back and do the synthetic one, because for human hair it's durable. Like mine, the one I have now, it's called Fumi. Fumi, you don't need much attention on it. The only thing you need is water.
So could you be saying that the stigma behind this is, one, we don't get the right products, and then second, there's fear of taking care of them, like buying these products to keep it looking good.
Exactly, because maybe you've worn a human hair, and maybe you think maybe maybe in a week, twice, you're supposed to be in the salon to have it flat ironed, to have it blow dried, though it's of course
it's good once in a while, yes, but it's not necessary.
But once in a while, not bad. But for Fumi, like, right now we have different human hairs. We have, we have Ethiopian hair, which you only use water to maintain. And like mine, the one I'm wearing, it's called Fumi. So Fumi, you only use water. So anytime you want it curled, to get it back to the shape, you just, do some water and you're good to go. But I think for synthetic, it's a bit costly because Okay, like it's cheap because you're
Yes,
buying
it's
it
cheap at
once.
that particular time.
That particular time. But of course you'll have to do, because you cannot do synthetic, maybe 1 month. You know, I see some people stay with hair for 1 month and it's synthetic, man. The sweat and everything. I think that's why men have this
Men will
perception
always say that I
that
hate ladies with
weaves
weaves, and I'm
smell.
wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's not about weave smell.
Uh-huh.
Weaves don't smell. If you take care of it. Of course, if you want to use synthetic, nowadays we have very nice synthetics. But it also depends with the maintenance. If you maintain it well,
Then
if you
it's-
don't keep it for long,
then you're good to go.
But
And
the
that,
good thing with
I
human- yeah.
very, very important. We'll come to the issue of how you get to maintain your weaves and everything. But
Yes.
before, I mean, we're just about to go for a break, but a short break. But then before that, Molly, I want you to tell us what is the difference between human hair, you know, like human hair, like she says, and, you know, synthetic
Yeah.
and all that. You know, what brings in the difference?
Okay.
Aside from the prices and all that.
Okay, the difference between human hair and the synthetic hair is that, first and foremost, human hair, you'll reuse it. You can blow dry, you can swim with it, you can color it, you can...
Oh, that freedom is
Yes.
what everyone
All
wants.
the
yeah.
freedom is there. But the synthetic hair, you cannot flat iron. You'll use it once and throw it. And you know nowadays synthetic are a bit expensive. You buy it at around 2,500. Just imagine after 2 weeks, your 2,500 is gone. Plus the fixing fee is
Yes.
around 3,000. Nowadays the salons makes
Yes,
it's very
they-
difficult for
you
us to get
yeah.
fixing and all that. So the difference between human hair and synthetic is human hair is more versatile. Synthetic is just no.
It's just a no. Well,
Yeah.
it's not just a no, a no, a no, a no.
No,
for you
it's
out
not
there.
really
but
a
trust
no,
you me, I
but-
think I can say if you try human hair, and you know, like she was saying, going back to synthetic becomes a big
Yeah.
problem. And of course,
Yeah.
guys, I mean, that is the best information that you would ever get, you know, in this beautiful day. It is up to you to make sure that at least you get to look good. It is so simple. And this notion that you've always had that, I mean, when you invest so much in your hair and everything, maybe you're using so much money, it's not about that. It's about how you take good care of it. It's about quality product. Once you get a quality product on board, then you're good to go. Remember, the numbers right on your screen. You can call these ladies, and of course, they will direct you on what direction to take, on what quality hair to get, and I mean, not forgetting makeup. Like Josephine says, it has to go hand in hand. There's no question about that. Now, we're taking a short break. Of course, this is News in Focus, and we'll be right back, so you need not to go anywhere.